4.5 weeks since surgery. Out walking. Today I went 2 miles. I've increased my time. Actually decreased my time, but seem to be walking a little better. Not getting as much hip pain in my opposite hip that was giving me all the problems. Left foot is still a little numb and weak. I can tell. Still got a little drop foot, but again, it's been 4.5 weeks. Next Monday will be 5 weeks. Not a lot of change, except I do feel like I'm walking better. Still feel awkward, almost like I'm trying to learn how to walk again. Feels very weird. Scared to do any stretching at this point. Just gonna take it easy. Trying to get to that 6-week mark, which for me will be New Year's Day. If I can hit that without any major injuries, then I'm gonna start some PT. Probably go to PT once, see what they prescribe, and then just do it at home. But that's about it. Using a little heat now, not icing as much. From everything I've read, the old ice injuries actually reduces your body's healing power, I guess, or the ability to heal. You really want to just let it, if you get something that's inflamed, you want to let it, let your body naturally heal it. Little heat, I think, helps that process. Ice definitely slows that down. Again, that's based on what I've read. The old rice, rest, ice, compression, elevation. The guy that wrote that, I think, has come out recently, or actually in the last few years, debunking his own theories based on, science. And, that's what I'm all about, is, just because somebody's done something for years, even if it's a athletic trainer with a sporting program, I'm big on science and what does science say. But that's about it. Like I said, feels like I'm improving daily. Just gonna keep doing the walking, see how it progresses. If I feel bad one day, I'm gonna shut it down and start back the next day. Thanks. If you got any questions, man, post them below, and I'll try to reply. Again, I'm not a doctor, but I have gone through this microdiscectomy, L4, L5, and I'm sure I can provide at least what happened in my particular case. So far, results are good, and I'd do it again. Thanks.